Hi, I'm Eric Wong, the PMM for USB 3 digital cores here at Synopsys.
Hi, I'm Terry Moore. I'm the CEO of MCCI.
Today we're here to demonstrate the Synopsys USB 3 xHCI host controller with the MCCI USB 3 host stack. Behind us we have our demonstration running on a Synopsys HAPS FPGA platform using our Synopsys 65 nanometer PHY. Behind the screen, on the screen here, Terry, explain to us what we're looking at here.
What we're looking at is a Windows 7 system. We're looking at Device Manager. You can see that on the PCI Express bus we've got a USB 3 xHCI host controller, which is in fact the Synopsys host controller, and there's a USB 3 root hub, and that's all we have plugged in so far.
And it's running, of course, the MCCI stack on Windows 7.
Of course.
So the first step, we're going to show performance of the stack and the host controller running on USB 2 device. This is a standard USB 2 flash drive. We're going to plug it in. When we plug it in, you're going to see it's going to pop up a window, standard autoplay window, and we're going to open this up to show the files. There's some files on that drive. And then we're going to open up our benchmarking utility. The benchmarking utility we're going to use to show the performance. And what we're doing is we're going to run one test. We're going to run a 50 megabyte test, and we're going to run it on drive E. And we're going to run a sequential test. Now, Terry, if you could explain, what is the significance of a sequential test?
A sequential test just reads data or writes data sequentially, as fast as it can. We've changed the parameters here so that we can have the test finish in a reasonable period of time, because this is a normal flash USB 2 flash drive. It's not very fast.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to see numbers here coming up in a second that are on the order of 20 megabytes per second. And the write speed will be even slower because we're limited by the write speed of the flash.
So it's the flash, it's not the USB pipe, it's actually the write speed of the flash.
You would see this performance with any USB stack on any Windows system, about the same number.
Okay, so this is typical, as Terry mentioned, 20 megabytes per second on the read and about 6.5 on the write. So we're now going to show you the difference with USB 3. So I'm going to unplug this USB 2 flash drive, and I'm going to plug in the Synopsys USB 3 device controller, again with our PHY, running on another HAPS platform. And you see this pops up as a mass storage device. You can see that we describe it here as a USB 3 disk. We're going to open it up, and you're going to see there's a number of files there on that drive. And then we're going to launch our benchmarking software again. Again, we're going to run a single test. This time we're running a 1 gigabyte file size. Change it over to drive E, and we're going to run a sequential test on this. And what kind of results can we expect from the sequential test this time?
Well, USB 3 has a raw throughput of about 400 megabytes per second. That's the theoretical maximum. With the system that we've got on the device, we're using SSDs, we're able to get 316 megabytes. So we're running essentially almost at the basic speed of this. The writes are a little bit slower. That again is because flash writing is a little bit slower than reading from flash.
But the SSDs we're using are much faster than the flash memory we used before.
Exactly. So it's 300 megabytes per second there.
Right. So what we've seen here is we've seen the 3.0 performance. We've seen 2.0 performance, 2.0 compatibility, and we've seen Windows compatibility using the MCCI stack. Thanks very much for being here, Terry.
Thanks a lot, Eric.